great Sunday, Mike. Oh. Yeah. Good day to remember those who are gone. You know, they sing on the seventh day God rested, and that was always a thing that my dad talked about with working a farm was you didn't work Sundays, but you know what? This is what tells me that Mother Nature and God are not in tune. The hay waits for no man. You gotta make hay when the sun shines, and the hay waits for no man. So sometimes the day comes when you've gotta work on Sunday. And Judge, I never called my dad's dad Judge. I called my dad's father Judge. Gotta make hay when the sun shines. Here we are on a Sunday, and we're working. The only way you can call it work, if you enjoy it, is if they pay you. And you say, well, I guess that's work. They paid me. That's it. I think about when my dad and my mom came out to see me in San Jose. Yeah. There's a picture I got sitting here that just, it's not only been in the way, but it's going to get all covered in smolder and smoke if I keep it out here. So I have to just talk about it and get rid of it. Look at that. There's my dad and there's my mom. They came out to see me in San Jose. I really don't know why. They just got in the car and drove, and since they were going to Montana, I think for that trip, they just decided to come see me. My dad was a driver, and so, what happened? Is there bad stuff in that sugar?
No, the sugar's hard.
So I have to beat it.
Yeah. Sorry.
Hang on a second. Please pause for these commercial messages. I've got a rubber mallet over here. It is just the perfect thing for the job. The sugar's all frozen up. There, look at that. Nobody thinks I have any kind of order. There's no reason to hide this. Nobody thinks I've got any kind of order, but I went right where and picked up one thing and grabbed the rubber mallet. We're making a birthday cake.
Yes, we are.
I have become part of it now,
Hey, Grandma,
and which is great because I felt I would be guilty for not being part of it. But I'm cooking dinner later, so this is where the kid and Grandma get, and I'm gonna hit it with a rubber mallet and get us some sugar.
What? It's your birthday.
My birthday?
It's your birthday.
It's my birthday.
Oh, baby.
Go on the videos so people
We're
can see
doing a
you.
video. I just want you to know. You look great.
We're recording.
Yeah, we're talking about how my mom and dad came and saw me in San Jose just to drive. You know, they'd hit casinos. They'd see my sister along the way, so my sister thought they loved her. But then she'd get mad because, well, they came and saw me too. Well, they never come out here, and then they come finally see me, and suddenly they go see him too. It's like it didn't even matter. Okay, so good. We've got granules of sugar busted up, ready to bake a cake. I'm making dinner later. So yeah, they come out there and I'm like, these people are coming out here. It was for like a week or 2 weeks. I'm just going to go with a week to make it sound more believable. Because I can't believe it could have been 2 weeks together. And they got out there and I'm like, oh, fuck. I had dreams about shits that they would find in my house and not recognize. I'm like, oh, no, don't look at that. And my mom would go, oh, that looks very nice, because she doesn't recognize what it is. I had dreams like that when they were on their way out. It's like, what have I got here that nobody needs to see? Yeah, you take the arm back scratcher thing and you put that in the closet behind your rifle or something. I don't know what you do. What kind of shit you got hanging around? So I said, fuck it. I lived in San Jose all those years. Over a period of 8 years, that was my place of residence. And I think it was 8. And you've never been to Alcatraz. You spent plenty of time going up to the city, up to San Francisco, because, well, that's where all the shows are. And you live there for a couple weeks at a time to cover, you know, watch somebody's apartment while they're out of town. And you just go, what kind of fucking mania is this? That's just way too many people, way too much of your day. It's constant. There are people everywhere. You look out the window and they're just in the streets at any hour of the night. And you're going, what the? Of course, you're living at the corner of the Tenderloin and Knob Hill or whatever, what they call the Tender Knob, where all the prostitution and the damn strip clubs are. But it's busy. It's just too many people, too much of the time. But I'd never been to Alcatraz. And it's like living right next to the ocean and never learning to surf. You always figure it's there. I can do it any time. And you just never get around to it. But you think, okay, these fucking people are coming out here. I got to do something with them. I don't know what the hell to do. So I bought tickets for us all to go to Alcatraz. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's got nothing to do with the tickets I bought. I just wanted to show you that there was a dream of going to Alcatraz with my parents, because it's the only thing I could come up with. Could have gone to the Winchester Mystery House, but my dad, look, I think he's got a cane right there. He didn't need to be climbing all kinds of crazy stairs, fucking end up in an ending, a hallway that just has no purpose, and then fucking climb back downstairs. That's all he needs, is to be climbing the stairs all day long. He doesn't. For what? To look in the mind of a crazy woman? It's got nothing to do with ghosts. This is a fucking crazy woman that built that house. You think he wants one more minute in a room with a crazy woman than he ever has to? He doesn't deal with crazy women. And they get out there and they said, want to go to Tahoe? I'm like, but I got tickets for Saturday or whatever day it was. But they're not easy to get. I said, I got tickets to go to Alcatraz. He's like, I don't care about that. And then we ended up driving through the mountain hills and the sides, you know, money wasted. We went to Tahoe and just went and gambled for a night, stayed in a room, and then he's like, I don't know. And then he ended up buying tickets to Alcatraz. We walked in there, and look at that. There, the reason I'm wearing that shirt is because I was sitting down at the pool because I wasn't gambling. And back in those days, I wouldn't wear the same shirt 2 days in a row. I know you didn't see me yesterday. What the fuck is going on there? But, yeah, I had the same shirt on. Feats of strength. That's for the old man. That's his foot. That's a picture of his foot. Actual picture. There's nothing that's been artistically adjusted. We get back in and he says, well, I don't know. And then I drove going through the city. My dad is a claustrophobic. He hates being on mountain curves and he hates being in a big city. And so I'm driving through there and he's screaming. He's going, ah, the hills. You know, I'm driving like Steve McQueen in the bullet scene in that movie. That's the wrong beer. And he's screaming about that. I took him down Lamborghini or Lombardi or whatever that road is, the sharpest turning, curving road in the world. I said, I'll take you down this. And he was freaking out the whole time. He doesn't like being in that shit. But we didn't have anything to do. So then he bought tickets and we went to Alcatraz Island and walked in there, and there's a picture of me and him where I'm squatted in the cell behind him. I'm probably going to see if I can find it and make it a thumbnail. But what would it be if he and I were in jail together? And if you look closely, you can see by the end of it all, what I realized was this is a man from northern Michigan. This is the stuff they talk about in the movies. He's a man from northern Michigan that doesn't understand the people out on this side of the country. It's that easy to get split up between thought processes and belief systems. That his jokes didn't work there, and I'm trying to calm him down. I'm trying to stop him. I'm like, these people don't know what the hell's going on. And he's walking around and making his jokes. And he's walked into another generation of people is what it amounts to. There's no cohort mentality in any of this. He's talking to people that don't understand his rhythm. And by the end of it, I have to say, I was like, ah. And we got a picture of us on the boat from Alcatraz on the way in. We got it. And there you see my dad. Yep, got the cane. He was walking upstairs with that cane. He was mad. He said, I'd never been to jail and I don't want to go to prison. That was his thing, why he didn't want to go in the first place. He argued the whole time, but in the end, he enjoyed it. And there's my mom, and there I am wearing that shirt because it was hers. It's got a monetary bill on the front of it. Didn't want to wear the same shirt 2 days in a row, and she let me borrow one. And you can see I'm wearing that J. Archer Alderquist shit-eating grin. You may not recognize it. It might look innocent. But I have my glasses on, and behind my eyes, behind those glasses, you can't see what was going on. It was just, oh my God, what a nightmare. And that's what my dad was. He went from being a good reminder that things could be worse to, in the end, being a fine reminder that things will always be better.